What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I just made a pretty in-depth Bitcoin video. It's loading right now; it's not even up, but I'm not going to go as in-depth with this video as I did. I'm not going to use all the same things that I did yesterday for Bitcoin Cash. This is going to be more brief. I just want to say that with yesterday's price action, I am a little bit concerned that we might not break out of this little brief consolidation period to the upside, and in fact we might break it to the downside. I'm not concerned, a little bit concerned I suppose, that we will see anything but a higher low. I'm not so concerned that we'll see a lower low is what I'm trying to say. It's possible, and I was really excited for this next move up because that to me would really bring forth the idea and validation that this low is in. Right now we're still, I'm confident that that's the low, but we're still figuring it out. It's still too early to really determine that as a low, right? It'd be like here you could say, all right, this is the low. On this day you could be like, that's the low, and relatively speaking you would have been right? But even then, even if you would have been right, it's still too early to say, right? You're just guessing at that point, right? I could call for this to be the low, and I think it is. I really do think it is. It could go down and then up, whatever. But we don't really know that's the low until we get this higher high, until we break out from this low point, resistance point, support point here, form a higher low with that. It's too early to say is all I'm trying to say. But look at me making this video longer than it needs to be already. The daily RSI is very neutral, hasn't picked a side yet. There is still the chance that we could break to the upside. I'd love to be wrong, or technically be right originally but then be wrong now, right? Now that I've flopped, now that I'm calling for it to go down, hopefully I'm wrong and we do break above 360. I really want to see us get above 376, right? I think that'd be very encouraging, getting above 376, and then of course getting above that 400, 430, 420 area. But at the moment I think we are going to go down, and I think we're actually going to go a little bit lower than 330. The target area that I'm calling for at the moment is 320 to 300, somewhere in that zone, and probably closer to 310, probably closer to right in the middle there. So 320 to 300, that's my guess. I hope I'm wrong. But if we get a day, specifically today or any day, to close below 331, well, that should say enough, in my opinion, that we are going lower, right? I want to look at this real quick. Low to high. Yeah. Yep, yesterday closed below that 618. I don't know, man. The 4-hour was what I was leaning on. It looked set up to be bullish, and it just didn't. It didn't. So I think we're going lower. That's all I got to say. Yeah. Shout out to the Dragon Riders. Shout out to the House of the Dragon, you guys. Everything's fine. I'm not worried about Bitcoin Cash at all. But just the way this looks, it does look like it's rolling over a little bit, right? You've even got this the seagull of doom here, right? These seagulls, man, they can be friendly at times, but sometimes, most of the time, they're these pesky little bastards, right? And then, hey, boom, you went up, inevitably down, sure, but still, you had the downside to go, right? Just like here, we might inevitably go up, but we've got some downside to go, right? We might inevitably go up, but we got some downside. I call it the seagull. It's just an M, right? I'm just calling it a seagull because that's what cartoon characters, right? They draw, or cartoons, very cheap cartoons, they'll draw birds like that. I don't know, like that, right? It's not like a term I'm trying to coin. Maybe it'll catch on. No, that's not it. Trying to find other examples of it, though. I mean, kind of here you got your W. It's just W's and M's, though. You can see those all over the place, right? And all I'm trying to say is this looks like that. Doesn't mean that we're going to go lower than this low. It just means that we're going to go lower, probably, than this low. And really what that would also imply is that we could see extensions based off that low to high, which, surprise, surprise, would be right at around 320 to right around $300, 306 to 318, a little bit more refined. You know what? I want to change my call. No longer is it 300 to 320. I like this better, 318 to 306, specifically around 313. That's where I think we're going, lower. And time will tell. Inevitably, I do, again, it's still too early to tell, but I do have faith that that is the low. I think that we will find a higher low and then move up from there, but we're just not doing it right now. We're going to do it later, right? So hopefully. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. Take care of yourselves. drink some water. Um, I don't know. Give your mom a call. Tell her you love her. I need to give my mom a call and tell her I love her. And your dad. Your dad too. He needs it. Unless you have bad standings with either of them. Who am I to pressure you into talking to toxic people if they're toxic to you, right? We don't all have the same relationships. Um, and even if they are toxic, no, I'm just kidding. I don't know. If they're toxic, maybe stay away, man. I don't know. Call your brother or your sister or your aunt or your uncle or your best friend or whoever it is that you love in life. Give them a call, because you won't be here forever. They won't be here forever. That got morbid quick, didn't it? But I don't mean that as like a morbid thing, you guys. Whenever I talk about death, if I ever say that, and I don't bring it up often, but I really do think of death as like this beautiful thing. It's kind of scary, right? It's unknown, but it's a beautiful thing. I really think that it'll be the most exciting part of our lives, really, is to die. I want to live as long as I can. Don't we all? But you never know when that great adventure into the next life, to the great beyond, to the afterlife, whatever it is. You don't know when that's going to come for you or for anybody that you care about. So give them a call, drink some water, take care of yourself first, right? Eat your food, get some good sleep, give them a call, text them, give them a call. Don't text them, give them a call. Write them a letter. Writing a letter is more personal now than phone calls are, right? A text is less personal, but somehow sending a letter is more personal. Do something personal. Let the people that in your life that you care about know that you care about them. Because it's important. It's very important. Anyways, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Enough of that. Bye-bye.